Can you hear that ticking of the clock? Hope not. Hey everyone, you guys wanted to see the makeup that I had on in my October favorites, so I'm going to recreate that look for you. I'm going to start with the Dr. Young Anti-Pore Pore Eraser Balm, and I'm going to apply like a smidge of that just in my nose and my upper cheek area right here, just to smooth up my skin. It actually says on here, pore primer for perfect skin texture, and that is what that is. I like this stuff. I got this in one of my Mimi boxes, and it's like a Korean beauty box. I really like that stuff. And then I'm going to use my Anna Sui foundation primer. What's the actual name for this? Anna Sui foundation primer is the actual name for it. Go like that and apply it all over my face. This hair needs to, there we go. Just working that in. Foundation I'm using is my Makeup Forever HD. Obviously, I'm just going to put 2 pumps actually on my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki and just dot it on my skin this way and then buff it in. Using my NYX HD Concealer, and this is like empty, so I've been taking a brush and like scraping it out. Like, I legit love this stuff and I'm almost out of it. It's so depressing. Like, I'm like going to town in here. Oh, I'm sad. It's almost gone. There's a chance that this could be my last time actually using this. R.I.P. And then I have my beauty blender. I only like wet this little portion of it just because I'm lazy today. Gonna pat that into my skin, and then I'm going to be setting this with my Bed Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Cameo, as I always do. I have a wee little bit of that in the lid, taking that wet side of my beauty blender still and just squishing the two together. Now I want a pretty, you know, flawless finish to my skin, so I'm actually going to take my Guerlain, I believe it's called. These are my Meteorite powder in the shade 2 Clair. Light Revealing Pearls of Powder, and this is just really fun. And the smell of it, like, reminds me of my childhood. Like, I don't know if my mom had these, but they remind me of my childhood. They're just like wee little balls of fun. Like, this is just the funnest thing in the whole world. I just swirl my brush in there and I'm just going to set my foundation with that. It smells so good. I find that that gives my skin a real nice glow to it. I don't know if it's really translating on camera, but I can just, it just looks like my own skin. For my brows, I'm using the NYX Eyebrow Gel. I have black and blonde, and I've just put like a 50-50 mix on my hand, and I take my angle brush and I literally just like swirl that together on my hand there. It's like a sort of a gray tone shade, and I go under really with a light hand, and then I go on top starting about like, I don't know, this far in. And I really have like hardly anything on my brush. It's mostly like even dry brushing it on. So I have my spoolie, and there's like a ton of product just like sitting on the spoolie from literally doing this every day of my life. And that harsh line on the bottom, I just blend it together with this thing and then just kind of like create the front of my brow here and then just swipe it through a little bit. And that's honestly how I get my brows. And the concealer I've been using to tidy up my brows a little bit is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade 02 Fair. Why have I been using the shade Light? I'm pretty sure I've been using the shade Light. 01 Porcelain. I just needed to find it. Yeah, this is the one I've been using because it's like all dented in. I just take that on a pretty dense short brush, and I just give that a little go underneath. Brows take me the longest out of my entire routine. It's the brows. Sigma Eye Base. I love this thing in Persuade. I'm going to apply this on my lid here and kind of like up toward my brow, because I'm also going to be putting product there. See how I'm like getting like up in this little area over here? While I have you nice and close, I'm going to use my Control Freak by NYX. This is my brow gel. I'm just going to run that through my brows. This also like smooths out your brows and like blends it all together and makes them look nice. So don't forget brow gel. It's a crucial step. So for my eyes, this is what I have been doing. I have been taking my blush in taupe. This is the one that I use for my contouring. I could probably do that as well right now. And then I take a giant fluffy brush, give it a go in there like nothing matters, and then I apply it up here in the corner of my eyeball and out here on the outside of my eyeball. And then I kind of just like give my eyelid a little brush over. This is honestly the easiest makeup look you could ever do because there's no right and there's no wrong. So I start to bring this just a little bit down my nose there. So it just looks like that. Easy, right? I'm gonna do the other eye. In the inner corner, on the outer corner there, and bring it a little bit just inward here. Then I'm going to move to a smaller blending brush, and with the same product I'm going to go underneath my eyes right here, and I'm doing it pretty far down just because that's the look I'm going for. Now comes the fun part. This is Mulch by MAC. I know it's really seen better days, but I mean, I use just a little bit of it each day, so I'm going to get my use out of it. That same small brush, I'm just going to pick up a wee bit of that, and I always just swatch a little on my hand just so I know the pigmentation that I'm working with, just so I don't have too much on my brush. And what I do is I just place it right on the inner part there just to deepen it up, and then I start bringing it down the sides of my nose. And I'm going to blend these lines out when I like contour a little bit. But see how I'm just like gently placing a little bit there? I'm going to put a little bit on the outer bit of my eye just to deepen that up as well. And you know what? Because I'm crazy today, I'm going to put a wee bit underneath my eye. Yeah. And I always just go back to that big fluffy brush and I just give it a go over with it. Then I take my Nude palette by the Balm and I go into the shade Sassy. This is just, it's the nicest pearl white shade I've ever used. You can tell that I love it. It's like the one shade that's like down to the nitty gritty. Take some on my finger and I just pat that on the center of my eye, on each eyeball, and then I just kind of blend it in with my finger. I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with this. Right up there. And then if I feel like anything should be a little darker, I can go in, deepen it up. And before I move on with my eyes anymore, I'm going to do my little contouring jig here. Jig? Yeah, I guess it's a jig. With my NYX Blush in Taupe. And those lines that I did on my nose, I'm just going to blend out a little and down my nose like that, a bit there. And I always like to add a little right in here, that just because it really defines in there and it just adds a little something, you know. Get it? Sometimes I watch back the footage of just like things that I'll do and like how many times I'll like touch my hair or like go like this or like go like, I don't know, it's just like, it's funny just to watch back sometimes. And this, flick this out a little bit more right here. Flick, 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 flick. Because I want my eyes to look really open, I'm going to use this Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof Khol pencil, and this is in the shade Nude. And I'm first going to go in my waterline with a Q-tip just to clean up any oil or powder that may have gotten in there. It's a little trick I shared with you guys a while ago. And just put that in there. Lashes I'm going to put on. I've been really liking these ones. They're the NYX Wicked Lashes in 05 Currupt. I've just been really into these wispy kind of piecey lashes, and I'm going to be using my, oh my god, I'm going to be using my Salon Perfect lash glue. This is tinted. I love it. While my lash dries or the glue sets up on there, I am going to be using my Sigma blush. This is in the shade Cheeky. I've been obsessed with this blush. There has not been a day in the past 2 weeks that I have not used this blush. And this is just a crown brush that I'm going to be applying it on with. This blush is just gorgeous, and I really love it specifically for this look. I've been putting it a little bit closer towards my eye just to like bring a little focus there. Right here. Yeah, it just gives me a nice flush. I really like this blush. My lash still isn't quite dry, so with my Mary Loumanizer by the Balm, still don't know where my fan brush is. I think it's in my brush belt. I'm really not sure though. I have to like look through my kit and see if I can find it. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to the high points of my cheeks there, and also down the center of my nose, blending that out, and Cupid's bow. I just put it in these places because I just like the way that looks when I'm like under light, and it just like reflects really nicely. You can put it wherever you see fit. I think this lash might be dry enough. Well, we'll see. And that's why you let your lash get tacky, because then when you place it down, it just stays. It's just so easy. I have some green tea here. This cup's from HomeSense, if you're wondering. They have them in different colors. And my other lash just hanging out here. Just chilling, just drying. Ugh, I hate when my lashes like stick together on the outside. The worst. I was gonna like do a little bit of liner, but maybe I won't. That lash is sitting kind of nice on there. While that lash sets up shop, the lips that I'm going to be doing, the lips that I'm going to be doing, Deep Red by NYX. This is more of like an orange tone red, and this paired with my lipstick that I'm going to put on, it's just nice. I really like it. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna leave my lip liner like this, and the lipstick I'm going to be using is RiRi Woo. I kind of forgot about this lipstick and I just fell in love with it again. I'm so glad because I like stocked up on them when they came out, so I got backups. But I love the look of this with the kind of deeper lip liner. It's more like an orange tone, you see. I just like it. A lot of people compliment me on it. And if you don't have RiRi Woo, RiRi Woo works just as fine. I'm just going to go back in with that lip liner. That's my life. Alright. These lashes have set, these lashes have dried, and you know what? I was going to do like a little bit of eyeliner on top, but I don't necessarily want to today, so I'm just going to go in with some Bad Gal Lash by Benefit. I don't know, this is a sample. I think this is like my first time trying this. I'm just going to marry my lashes together. My false lashes and my real lashes together forever. I wish you could see my lips. It's like this. Okay. Wow, this mascara is like not that black. Like at all. Girl, I like me a black mascara. This just is not it. It'll do though. It makes them look very natural, which is nice. I mean, I like to look more like a showgirl though, so it is. I think I need like a little bit more of this just because I'm a little crazy today. Okay, there we go. So zooming you out, you can now see the overall look that I did. This is just, it's just been so easy in the morning. I just like eyeshadow, the same thing, just like all over. It's just like pretty much one product. I don't necessarily have to go in with Mulch if I don't want to. I just like it. It's something different. It's a little bit more like fashion, you know? I just been really loving it. So yeah, that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys will maybe create this look. My lips are kind of uneven, aren't they? Yeah, they're really uneven actually. That's the problem with red lips with me sometimes. You gotta get them even or else it looks real crooked. Oh my gosh, you guys, and this with my hat, I've just been like living for this hat lately. Look at me go, look at me go. I love it. I don't know. I just feel like I could be in the Wild West. I could be in like Pennsylvania. I've just been loving it. This is just my like look lately. Okay, this is my look. I change my look quite often and now this is my look. I'm into it. I'm into it. I hope you're into it too. Okay guys, that is that for this video. I need to go and like do something. I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. Thumbs up this video if you guys are still liking these Get Ready With Me's. I prefer them over doing like a voiceover. I feel so awkward when I do them and I just prefer these just because I can sit down and like filming these and like even watching it back and just like watching myself, like I laugh so hard like watching my videos now. It's just so funny. And like the bloopers at the end, people are like, bloopers, like you're changing so much. I'm like, I don't think I'm changing. I just think that if I'm gonna put something out there, I want it to be me. And for the longest time I was putting stuff like I was putting edited me out there, and I don't want to put edited me out there. I wanted to put me out there. So I'm not high in my videos like some people think. I'm just not editing them as much. I'm just like leaving my personality in them, and I hope you guys are enjoying that because I think it's hilarious. And if you guys laugh as like half as much as I do, then my job is done for the day. So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I like tweeted once, like I think last month. I was like, I'm gonna start Twitter. I'm like, nope, didn't. I just tweeted once, but you can follow me and maybe I'll tweet. I'll see you guys later. Bye!